In this series, we've talked about how to do functional fitness better as an athlete, a coach, and as a gym. But the truth is, none of this works without the members, without the CrossFitters. You guys are the heartbeat of all of this. And there are simple ways that you can make your training, your progress, and the experience more rewarding. We're going to talk about it in this episode. So, guys, let's launch right into it.
Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, where we hear and learn from our coaches, CrossFitters, and Glen Ed community leaders. Now, here are your hosts, Dallas and Greg.
Today, we're diving into 3 more ways that you can get more out of your gym, your coach, and your training starting today. It's part 4, last part of the series we're doing where we're talking about getting more out of your functional fitness. Let's launch into it. So my first point, the first thing I want to talk about here is to show up with intention, not obligation. You should not just be, I'll say it again, show up with intention, not obligation. You should not just be checking a box when you arrive here. Decide why you're here today. Maybe you're chasing a PR. Maybe you're working on skill. Maybe you're just getting some movement in after a rough day. Maybe you just need to step away from work and family to have some time to just not think about all of that for a few minutes. Get a psychological breather. Maybe you just want to get a little bit of get your heart rate up, get the blood flowing, get the endorphin rush. When you define success before the clock starts, you can leave the class feeling like it's a win because you can be more focused and purposeful about moving in the direction of what brought you there. Because intensity without intention is just noise. And possibly intensity could be a distraction from why you need to be there. So you'll get more from your hour if you give your hour purpose. Show up with intention, not obligation. That's my first point. My second point, communicate with your coach. Hey, we coaches, we know a lot, but we can only help you with what we know. You have to be open with us about what's going on. If you tweaked this or you pulled that, we need to know about that. Or your stress levels, your sleep, your goals, your frustrations. You got to share all that stuff with us. And then ask us for feedback. Hey, can you watch my lift? What should I focus on this week? Ask those questions to the coach. This helps to build trust, and it can help to fast track or accelerate your progress. One thing that I've noticed is that the athletes who talk to their coaches the most almost always improve the fastest. There's a correlation. There's a definite connection there. Guys, closed mouths are holding back important information. Help us help you and communicate with your coach so we can give you the guidance and the direction that you need. All right, that's point number 2, communicate with your coach. Let's go to point number 3, contribute to the community. Contribute to the community. You have probably heard before, and it bears repeating. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room to be a leader. Some simple things can make a big difference. This might be introducing yourself to the person who's new in the class. Cheer for the last person working. Stay and encourage them. Show up to events, especially when your fellow CrossFitters are participating in a Festivus Games, a True Fit Challenge, a Deca Strong event, a 5K, a half marathon. This is how great cultures are built, when you show up and you are there for the people around you. It's not just from the programming, it's from the people. I've also noticed that the best athletes, they pour into making everyone around them better. And you should too. Contribute to making the people around you better with encouragement, love, support, being there. This is point 3, contribute to the community. So to kind of like wrap up the things we've talked about here, show up with intention, communicate with your coach, contribute to the community, because guys, functional fitness gets better when everyone takes a leadership role, when everyone takes ownership, not just the coaches and the owners, but like the athletes, the fellow CrossFitters, the members. You don't have to be the fittest person in the room to be the most influential. An easy example of this, Vicky Beaver in the 5 a.m. is clearly one of the most influential people around. She's in spectacular shape, but it's that connection that she has, the way that she can speak to your heart and your soul, gets you fired up, gets you energized and ready to rock at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's just about caring enough to actually project that vibe and that energy to make the room better. And we hope that you take notes and that you do that too. But what have you taken away from this series? What ways do you see that we can do functional fitness better? Tell us in the comments below. We can't wait to hear from you guys. For now, thanks for the gift of your time and your attention. Here's my son to close us out.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more useful tools and guidance, go to CrossFitEdwardsville.com and feel free to like, share, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment sections down below. See you in the next episode.